Welcome to What Do You Think of This, where we are revisiting the best foods from our past to let you know whether they're the best foods for your future.
Yeah.
I'm Jeff Abia. This is Josue Escobar.
What's up, everybody?
Listen, Josue,
You
we are
ready?
back for our first test kitchen of season 2.
Test kitchen, test kitchen.
Yeah, man.
Can you explain to the viewers/listeners what test kitchen is?
So we basically just eat food on camera, loosely based off of the movies that we've watched and reviewed.
Which I want to commend you again was a fantastic idea. This began with the Three Musketeers and we were eating a candy bar and that was audio only.
Yeah, that's right.
And it has really evolved into this and I'm excited about it every time. It smells so good. I just spent an extra week being healthy, not for this reason, but
I know.
We'll just have to title this episode Falling Off the Wagon. That's what's going to happen right now.
Wow.
But we've hit some amazing movies already this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
The most amazing from your end, your classic recommendation of Forrest Gump. It took
Forrest
us
Gump, baby.
until season 2 to finally hit it.
Yeah.
So we've got some food options from there. We watched The Lion King.
But you can't guess.
I know. I think The Lion King maybe is a little harder to guess.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
We
yeah,
will
yeah.
not be eating gazelle today.
Not in front of the kids.
Or lion.
Or lion.
Or
I got a little
elephant.
surprise. Here's a tusk. We've got That Thing You Do we watched. Not to be beaten by, what is the last thing we have? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Two amazing food movies. The combination of Groundhog Day
Mm-hmm.
and America's Sweethearts, which is
Yes.
last week's episode.
Oh, these are always so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're not too full of Valentine's Day
Oh,
candy.
dude, I hadn't had anything all day. I'm ready.
It's going to be good. So do we need to talk about anything else for the listener/viewer before we hit the food number 1?
We can go right into it, or we can.
I'm so hungry. I just say we do it.
You say we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Look, cool. Hold on to your butts, people.
Movie number 1, Forrest Gump. As you, the viewer, already know, we're doing shrimp.
Yeah.
Now, if shrimp, also known as the fruit of the sea.
Yeah.
Shrimp is the fruit of the sea.
Yeah. And there are many ways we could have prepared shrimp today.
Yeah, and as we know, Bubba had a lot of different recipes for cooking shrimp.
He could barbecue shrimp, you could bake it, you could broil it, you could
Shrimp saute it,
saute it, you could,
shish kebab,
of course, shrimp kebabs, which we're going to do,
shrimp sandwich,
pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp,
coconut shrimp,
pepper shrimp,
pepper.
shrimp gumbo, shrimp creole,
That's about it.
no, shrimp stew, shrimp soup. Yeah, that's about it. Shrimp and potatoes. Today, we're just with the classic shrimp on a skewer, I guess.
Shrimp kebabs.
And I tell you, I wish we could have, cooked it ourselves. Like I went out and bought this.
Oh,
There's so, because there's so many, like Bubba said, there's so many options for cooking shrimp.
for shrimp.
And there were a lot of options if you go to the store.
Shrimp burgers, shrimp sandwich.
Coconut shrimp. I was so tempted, but I'm like, no, let's do the classic.
I don't know what your history with shrimp is.
I love shrimp.
I remember very vividly as a kid because we'd have shrimp cocktail,
Mhm,
at the house. It's an easy thing, and everybody likes shrimp for some reason. I love shrimp.
We had shrimp cocktails for Thanksgiving.
Oh, like the Pilgrims.
Was it Thanksgiving or was it Christmas?
I don't know.
I think it was Christmas. Sorry.
But I do remember the first time I found out what that little brown line is on the shrimp.
Yeah.
You don't really have that anymore. I feel like as a kid, that was much more common, and I was disgusted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
Every animal has to. Yeah.
So today, though, no little brown lines.
These are deveined.
Deveined.
I like how they call them a vein.
Do they call it that? I don't know. This looks really good.
Yes.
So the tails are already off of these,
Yeah.
right? We just go for it. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Here we go.
These are shrimp.
Wait,
what
what is
skewers?
what's the seasoning on these?
Garlic,
Oh, I smell
salt,
the
and
garlic.
pepper.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
Old Bay seasoning also.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good.
This is always the part of this for y'all ASMR lovers.
I'm not lovers, haters. I censor this out every time.
Yeah, ASMR haters.
That's about it.
What do you think?
I really love this. I don't want to overhype it. This is really good. Garlic will elevate anything for me.
Yeah.
The texture of shrimp, I'm sure there are people out there that don't like shrimp, but they can let us know in the comments. But it's hard to go wrong. When you think about the movie Forrest Gump and shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
how do they relate on the scales of food versus movies? You know, because Forrest Gump's
Oh,
still one
wow,
of your
yeah.
favorites.
Oh, it is, definitely. I think universally speaking, anybody can love Forrest Gump and anybody could love shrimp. And it's really easy to cook. I mean, these only took 5 minutes to
Yeah.
broil. You mean you can grill them real pretty quickly, put them on the side of some steak.
You can broil them, you can bake them, you can boil them.
Dude, they're so good.
Pan fried, deep fried, stir fried.
I think the other nice thing about shrimp is, as far as things in the ocean, it's pretty safe. It doesn't have a weird texture.
That's true. You like crab?
I do like crab.
Yeah.
But I think that just means I like butter. You know?
And lobster.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much the same thing.
I think crab is fun because you get the whole thing of cracking it.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
I know some people who hate that. They're like, I don't want to work for my food.
Oh, well, it's like when you get the shrimp with all the shell and the legs and stuff
Yeah, exactly.
on it.
The thing that people say about cooking it with the skin on or whatever, the shell on and everything, is just that the seasonings kind of get more embedded into the food.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that, but it is a lot more work after the fact to clean all that off, and you get all messy.
I find it nerve-wracking going to a restaurant and when you get the breaded shrimp, not knowing or fried or whatever, if the tail is on there or not.
Yeah.
It's always that first bite of like, do I just go for it or do I like test my way into this?
You know what? I think this is probably the way that Bubba would have eaten his shrimp on the boat. This is probably how Forrest ate it.
On a skewer?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You're on a boat. You got to do things and really easy. Just grab that stick and just, I need to cast the line or run over, starboard side, and really easy to just, it's like a sandwich. It's portable.
I like hearing you talk like a boatman. To the starboard side, I'm going to cast a line.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Captain. Captain Geach. Man, we should have called them Shrimp Shack shooters.
Yeah.
It's not too late.
These are a little bit of a shooter too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So there you go. So to the other movie that we watched.
And if we really want to
That thing
tie
to
it
do.
back into season 1, Shrimp Shack shooters!
Wow.
I don't know if anybody get that.
That is a throwback.
Nobody got the Jell-O reference, so that nobody may ever get that. I can't believe this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to keep eating shrimp.
Yeah. So one down. What's next?
Okay, I would say, first of all, this is not nostalgia for me at all. This is great.
Oh yeah. Not at all.
Maybe it's nostalgia too, but this is fantastic.
It's one of those nostalgia things. I remember growing up eating shrimp pretty early on because my dad loved shrimp.
And American Bald Eagles.
They eat shrimp too.
No. All right, Hakuna Matata, buddy.
Hakuna Matata.
Yes.
We're going to the Lion King.
Lion King.
All right, you've seen these from above.
This is probably the one that people couldn't guess what it is.
Yeah, it's a grub. Of course, Simba.
What did you rustle up?
This smells really good. Okay. Okay, first of all, I have to ask you a question. Have you ever eaten an actual insect, bug, or anything of that nature?
No, thank goodness, no.
I remember as a kid stopping at rest stops and they would have those lollipops with the crickets in them.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that a thing? Is that just a gag or do people actually eat those?
Oh, probably. I mean, have you seen those chocolate-covered
Ants?
No, chocolate-covered grasshoppers?
Yuck. Protein?
It's a thing. I mean, if you go to some world markets, you'll find a whole bag of freeze-dried crickets, dude.
I don't want to disparage anybody's food, but that's what I used to feed my pet frog. And I feel like
I don't know. Yeah, it's not great. I've heard that there's some factory making an alternative to wheat flour. They're using grind up crickets to make the flour.
okay, but if it's ground up,
I'm sure it's okay, but it's probably, at the long run, it's probably not.
because we're
The amount
over
of
here
protein
like,
it's not going to compare.
I'm not going to eat a ground up cricket, but I'll eat a hot dog.
Yeah, wow.
Anyway, I went in the backyard and dug under a log and I found these. Now, of course, these are gummy worms. They are surrounded by and crawling through pudding with a little bit of an Oreo crumble.
The little cream filled kind.
Looks
So-
really great.
So we'll call these just Grub-Like gummy worms. And I guess I'm just going to go for it.
In homage to
Simba.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, you're going at it with a spoon.
What were you gonna do? Your fingers?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're going for the whole.
Just like the Lion King.
I guess.
No,
I
it's
guess
fine. You could do that because I feel like if I pull one out of here, I'm not going to get all the pudding.
We could put the background music of the wow.
Well, little cream-filled kind.
Slimy yet satisfying.
I wasn't expecting how good that is.
Slimy yet satisfying.
Okay. There's orange going on in here.
Yeah.
So you got the fruity and the chocolate. I never eat this stuff. I'm looking at the bags in the store like, do I go corn syrup or cane sugar? Plus whatever 15 other chemicals are in here. I lost my other spoon. I'm going to have to grub with a fork. Okay, I'm going for a lot of pudding on this one and Oreo. Timon and Pumbaa never had a fork, but...
I will say I do love Oreos.
Oh,
So not bad. I don't think I've ever had anything like this before.
no.
I've seen it when you stay at like restaurants stay at hotels, the hotel restaurant, at different buffets or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll have like little pudding cups like this, whatever, that's made.
With a worm in them?
Well, maybe not the worm in them, but like a thing with like pudding,
Yep.
cake mix in there with crumble on top, whatever.
Ground beef, like
Ground
Ross
beef.
Geller.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I'm not a giant sweet tooth. This is enough chocolate that I'm like, yeah, this is great.
This is really good. The first time I ever had anything like this, I remember very vividly. I was in junior high and I went to a party on Halloween that I was certain wasn't a Halloween party because I wasn't allowed. We couldn't do Halloween growing up. And then the dessert at the party was cupcakes with Oreo crumble and worms coming out. And I'm just like, oh, this is nice. Not Halloween at all. Just telling myself that. I probably got in trouble.
Did I tell you that I started watching The Walking Dead again?
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And this reminds me of just
This is the most gross looking thing, which I guess is fitting. It reminds
Yeah.
you of what? Zombie?
yeah, it's like zombie guts or something. I don't know. Like rotten corpse body. Yeah.
Slimy, yet satisfying zombie corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Corpse.
This is definitely Timon and Pumbaa digging up worms out of the dirt.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to jog like 5 miles to work that off. I
Yeah.
could eat that whole thing.
I'm gonna jog 5 miles to my next meal after that.
It's in the other room warming up. What do you feel about this? This is really good.
Yeah. I'd highly recommend.
So for anybody who wants to try Grub-Like gummy worms in a dirt pudding.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All our recipes will be listed at the bottom of the show.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description. You can figure it out. It's pudding and gummy worms and Oreo crumble. I feel like we had to do more work for this than we did even for the shrimp. All right, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, what's our next movie? You want to tease it first before we show everybody?
We had to combine because it's a lot of food. If you guys have followed the episodes,
Our very last episode was
Mhm.
America's Sweethearts.
America's Sweethearts,
which,
and then what?
well, you might not know as a food movie, but there's
Yeah.
one very iconic scene where Kiki falls off the wagon.
Exactly.
Ma'am, the butter?
She orders a ton of food, and the same with Bill Murray in Groundhog Day.
No consequences.
No
he
con-
can eat whatever he wants.
Yep. So he orders just everything off the menu, and has all this. So we kind of came up with the idea of just.
Covering the desk in food.
Yes.
No.
But I thought, okay, there's breakfast foods, there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's just combine it.
Yep.
And yeah, this is what we came up with.
A decadent breakfast. We're going to call them the I Got You Babe Pancake Bacon Burgers.
Mm. I Got You Babe Pancake Burgers, inspired by Groundhog Day and America's Sweethearts.
That's right. We're just going to throw the rest of the worms on here.
Ooh.
Wait,
The
got to
rest
add a
of
little
the
hot
worms.
sauce.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so my gift for Christmas this year, one of them was a whole like box of these skull-shaped hot sauces. So today I'm going with a smoky bourbon hot sauce. What do you got over there?
And you got me the tequila pineapple hot sauce.
Yee. Okay, a little bit goes a long way here, so careful.
Careful, look at me.
I can't do a little bit of hot sauce. I have a problem. So in honor of Bill Murray, and Kiki, whatever her last name is.
Kikikins.
Phil Connors, and oh my gosh. This one is maybe messier than the turkey leg.
But yeah. The turkey
Just
leg.
throw
That
a
was
little
great.
lettuce on there just for good measure.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh. This looks
Maybe some ketchup.
wow. All right, should we do it?
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Okay. I need like some fruit to balance that out or something. That's a lot of meat and bread.
It really is.
Maybe some more syrup.
If you had no consequences like Bill Murray did,
I don't.
would you eat like this?
Yes.
Right?
Would you not?
I think so. I think that's what makes, having consequences does to a sane person is not to eat like this all the time.
Yeah. The reason I don't eat like this is probably because I wouldn't stop. Because at some point you stop caring. It's like, you know what? This just tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to feel good afterwards. But
Now, do you think he ate this way and didn't feel bad the rest of the day? I think the consequences of the day still happen, right?
You're definitely feeling it.
It's not like Kiki because she felt sick right after eating all that food.
Well, she was on a very regimented diet before that.
Yeah. And you don't have to floss
You want to
At
guess how often I floss those way?
every single day, every morning.
Every single night, actually.
It is definitely a healthy thing to do.
We're not like Bill Murray.
But no consequences. You wake up the next morning
I
and your
know.
teeth are the way they were that very day.
We talked about this on the episode. Like, I think, I wouldn't probably care because you usually don't feel it till the next day. But I'd be afraid that once a day stopped repeating, I would never floss again.
Yeah. Now, do you have any nostalgia with any of these particular points of food?
Yes.
Pancakes, bacon.
So I'm made out of meat, my body. No, I'm kidding. I like pancakes a lot. And I don't eat them because I like them a lot.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't stop eating them.
How many pancakes could you eat?
Not a ton. I can't eat a ton, but I could always eat them.
Yeah. This is probably the first pancake I've had in a very long time.
Me too.
ILOVEY.
Something about just too much starch, too much whatever, and then it's like eating a piece of cake in the morning. Like you shouldn't really be doing that every morning.
No, it's in the name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good for you.
Yeah. Somehow, if you're camping or something, pancakes are like the thing, right?
Yeah. I say if you know you're gonna be doing like a workout, working really hard all day or something like that, then you can indulge and get into some foods that are gonna put some meat on your body, some fat on your body. But if you're not, eat well, or you're not gonna be in a good place after a while.
People are coming here for advice about healthy eating.
Yes. as we eat.
Yeah, this is junk. This is really good.
This burger though is really good for you though. If you just ate the patty on your own,
Without the syrup
it's great.
or the bacon.
Yeah, grass-fed beef, made at home, and the bacon.
It's very good.
The pancakes are probably just a pancake mix. So yeah.
I don't know who made the idea of maple bacon is very good.
Oh yeah, my gosh. Have you ever had a maple bacon bourbon?
No, I thought you were going to say donut.
No,
I was
no.
like, yes. Oh no.
I've had maple bacon bourbon like drink. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Oh man, I'm sure that's what Bill Murray had at night. Oh no, he was drinking what was it? Vermouth, sweet vermouth with a twist.
Yeah.
And he hated it every time. Okay. Well, it's hard to beat. I will say out of everything, like the shrimp kept its texture really nicely where I think we had this warming up maybe a little too long. So it's a little drier than I just want to throw a tomato in there. But if you had to throw a layer of something in there, you can't put a tomato on a maple bacon burger.
Fried egg.
No. It's just more like intense. You need like something light and crispy, like a radish, not that, but like a light, crispy,
Like onion.
yeah, but not grilled.
I think a fried egg with some caramelized onions and a ketchup jelly sauce.
Oh, jelly. Okay, jelly. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is my problem and maybe why I wouldn't probably eat like Bill Murray. I just can't.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, well, because the thing is, I'm not a huge sweet tooth either.
Yeah.
And I feel like both Kiki and Bill Murray in Groundhog, they were eating a lot of these types of breakfast foods that are very sweet.
Mhm.
There was like donuts, pancakes, waffles,
Well,
whipped cream. Man,
because if
geez.
you're gonna fall off the wagon, it's like
You
I'm just
might as
gonna
well.
reach for the stars.
Why is breakfast food so, sweet and sugary?
I think it probably evolved as like you need something that your body can like hang on to for a full day.
Yeah.
Eat a good big meal because you're going to be busy. But now in our society, we're not doing anything. We're just eating until the next meal.
Not good.
No, if you could just completely fall off the wagon or no consequences and just eat whatever you wanted, what would you go for first?
Oh my gosh. I don't think it would be sweet. I don't think it would be that bad for you. Like steak,
Yeah, because you'd eat that now.
Oh, actually, you know what? Lasagna.
Oh, yeah?
Lasagna.
I was going to say pizza.
Yeah, see,
Just
the same
a lot
kind of
of
same thing.
cheese
It's a lot of
and
cheese.
bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Garlic bread on the side.
Dipping it in those cups of garlic sauce, not even caring.
That's probably what I would do. If I could, no consequences, go for something all the time. It would be a nice, like, meat lasagna.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But it's just the fact that you're going to have to do something about it afterwards that stops you. It's
Well,
like-
my body automatically does something to me
Yeah.
after eating all that cheese.
Somehow we always end up here.
We are talking about food.
All right. Let's round things out with that thing you do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So to round things out, for one of my very favorite movies that we've reviewed so far, That Thing You Do, takes place in the 60s. This we're just going to call Soda Fountain Sips.
Soda
But
fountain
this
sips.
isn't a fountain. I'm going out on a limb here
Mhm.
because I feel like we can't just give ourselves foods, stuff that we love. That's, we're just eating stuff that we want all the time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every once in a while you got to eat a cricket. Not today, though.
Did you bring a cricket?
No. No, what if I did? Surprise. It's inside the burger. I snuck it in there. No, I will say back in my soda drinking days,
Uh-huh.
I hate Dr. Pepper. I don't know why people drink it. I don't know why people choose it. It's disgusting to me.
It's so funny because I have a nostalgia for Dr. Pepper.
Why?
Because
Forrest
when
Gump?
we were Forrest Gump, but at the same time, when I was a kid growing up, when we would go to Taco Bell, it would always be paired with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Always. I don't know why.
My brother-in-law loves it. We would go out late nights, Taco Bell, people would drink it, and I just can't with Dr. Pepper.
Have you seen that video on Instagram or whatever viral video where this guy is sleeping and someone pours a little bit of Dr. Pepper in his mouth while he's sleeping? He wakes up, he's like, oh, is that Dr. Pepper? That's some Dr. Pepper.
Full disclosure, though, I dropped one of these on the ground.
Yeah. Open it, see if
Yeah.
it blows up.
Okay. We'll add a little bit of suspense to the podcast. You ready? This is not sponsored. Has it been long enough? Ah! No,
It did.
No, we're good. So
It didn't blow up. Good.
we preloaded with a little bit of ice cream, vanilla bean in particular, and I'm just going to pour it on here. I know that it's going to foam. Oh, that's already looking good.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, just going to keep bubbles. Okay, so when's the last time you had a float, and what's your float
Woo.
of choice?
Man, last time I had a float was probably a few years ago.
Yeah,
I don't even remember, but it was probably root beer.
Yeah, root beer's the way to go.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't
most
think
of
I've
the
ever
time.
done it with Dr. Pepper. I've done it with Coca-Cola before.
The other thing I did is I grabbed a little bowl of cherries. I feel like what you need is a cherry on top. So, boink.
So now what's the inspiration again?
Well, because in the 60s, soda fountains, floats are a thing. Because there's not, outside of eating chili out of the back of somebody's camper, there weren't as many choices from That Thing You Do, but I feel like
That's right.
floats are classic.
What did they drink in the camper?
I don't know.
Was it just
beer?
beers? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember, he's like, it's not too early in the day for one of these, I hope. Those little teenage boys were like, no,
Pass me
sir.
one of them cherries,
No,
sir.
no, sir, in a camper. I will eat your chili and drink your beer, even though I'm only in high school and though I look older.
Bloop.
I'm gonna do a
Does
double
the cherry actually do anything?
Kaboink. It's
You know?
just the aesthetic.
I guess.
All right. So literally, cheers.
Here's to the 60s.
60s. All right. I'm still a little. Oh, okay. I can taste cherry. Is that the Dr. Pepper or is that the cherry?
It's probably the Dr. Pepper. It's the Dr. Pepper.
I don't know, Josue. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm trying to get the ice cream with one of the sips, but
That's not so bad. I've never had this before.
I'm not completely surprised at how it tastes.
I am.
I would recommend it.
Going for ice cream too. Oh, I was like a spoonful of fizz. Just like a burp waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The vanilla bean, that is nice.
Wow. I might have to make this for the family for Valentine's Day. Feels like it kind of fits.
It does kind of fit. When we were in school, it was like a thing to have dances themed on the 60s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm 40 years older.
Like ocean dance under the sea or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that was actually in the 60s.
What?
You talking about Back to the Future?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. But we would do these nostalgic dances in the 60s. So our children now are doing dances that are based on the 90s or the early aughts.
Oh, gosh.
When we're all nostalgic for like the soda fountain in a poodle skirt, they're like, I'm going to listen to Nirvana and wear Jenko jeans.
And put my plaid shirt around my waist.
Yeah, wear my Birkenstocks.
Oh, no.
What would you think would be the most nostalgic sort of food item like this if you're doing an event themed on the 90s?
On the 90s?
Push Pops? No, it's more the 80s.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ring Pops. That's more the 80s, too.
I remember kids in my cafeteria eating pizza with ranch.
Hot Pockets.
Oh, yep. That's depressing. This is what our childhood contributed to the world.
Hot Pockets or pizza bagels.
Yeah. Like the bagel bites.
When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
I'm going to pretend you wrote that yourself. Okay. I want another shrimp.
You
Going back to the shrimp.
You should put the shrimp on the burger.
That was a really good idea. That's what I was looking for.
All right, out of all of these foods, which one do you think gets the highest rating?
For me, I'm surprised, but it's a toss-up between the grubs and the shrimp.
Mm.
Because they're different.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No.
If I had to pick, I'm going to say, just because it was such a surprise, I'm going with the grubs.
Really?
Yeah, the fruit with the
Yeah.
chocolate and the crumble. I don't ever eat stuff like that. So maybe that's why. I'm like, I don't eat dessert.
I actually kind of really enjoy the flavor of this right
The
now.
float?
The float.
It's way better than I thought it would be. If you haven't already had a
It's
Dr.
a lot
Pepper
of
float.
sugar, dude. It's a lot of sugar.
I record these episodes with real fear and trepidation. Like, what am I doing to my body?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It does kind of just taste like I dumped the cherry syrup in there, but I didn't.
If I had to pick something, man, it's hard, but I would probably pick the beef patty with the shrimp.
That's not even what we ate.
I know.
What about the maple syrup?
No.
No?
I mean, I love maple syrup, but still.
Okay. I
I
think
think because my palate is everything's all sugar,
Mhm.
I think I'm going to pick the shrimp. I love shrimp.
Shrimp is the fruit of the sea.
It's my most nostalgic thing, I think, of everything that we've eaten.
Mhm.
And I love garlic. I love savory foods the most.
Yep.
So my winner is the shrimp.
Okay, how about this? I think there's one thing that we need to do, which is to take a shrimp and add it to a bite of the burger.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm just going to add it. Man, I wish people could see this.
Pass me a fork.
Sure.
There we go.
I'm going to work it in here. I'm just going to, wow. I'm going to go this side. The messiest side with the most bacon and the most, how was that hot sauce you tried? Was it pretty good? Yeah, I'm going to try it. Wow. It's like the cayenne pepper.
Hot jambalaya.
I doused it. Okay.
I'm going in here with you.
So now we
I think
got-
my pancake got stuck to the plate.
Pancake, maple, shrimp, bacon, burger, pancake, and a grub worm.
This is insane.
Okay, here we go. The whole time I was looking for another texture and it was right under my nose.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that really elevated it. Still feel like it needs more hot sauce though, man. Jeez. Yeah, that hot sauce is really good. Tabasco-y, but it has that sweetness at the end with the heat afterwards. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, so the decadent I got you, babe, breakfast, run, Forrest, run, shrimp burger extravaganza.
I think that's the winning combination right there.
That's really good with some hot sauce. The hot sauce really was good too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wow.
I'm thinking about the movie that we're doing next and how much food. There's definitely food in it.
I can think of one food that it reminds me of based off of the title of the movie in the next movie. A friend of ours used to eat this.
Is it just based on the name of the movie?
Yeah.
What is in this delightful food item?
What's a sandwich?
Yep.
Yeah. I forget what's in it, but
Is there hollandaise sauce involved?
maybe.
Okay.
I thought maybe you'd know more than I. But remember Josh?
Yeah.
Would order this at Bennigan's.
Bennigan's. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
That was right by Guitar Center.
Yeah, right in front of Guitar
that's
Center.
funny. Yeah, it's the Monte Cristo. So you've never seen The Count of Monte Cristo?
Nope.
Did you ever read the book?
Nope.
I was forced to read it in high school like they do for you. It's just giant book, originally written in French.
We were forced to read Catcher in the Rye.
We could have had rye bread.
Rye bread.
But instead we're going to have your Monte Cristos. I guess,
You put the emphasis on the bread. Rye bread.
yeah. I guess if you wanted to pick like food actually from the movie,
Mhm.
for about the first half of the movie, it could just be dry bread
Dry bread. Why? Okay.
and water, if even that.
Huh. See, I'm intrigued now. I don't know why I haven't watched this movie before.
But then later, I mean, sky's the limit. It could be anything.
In the movie, you mean?
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of food in this movie?
I mean, there's a potential for a lot of food.
Oh,
I don't know how
wow.
much of it you actually see. This is not a food-based movie. It's all about this guy making a sandwich. I count the Monte Cristos. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Okay, well, I will say one way that you can let us know which of these foods you think was the best is you can scroll to the poll. If you are watching this on Spotify, there is a poll below. But also, if you just want to comment, I want to know your favorite kind of shrimp.
Yeah.
Because I did realize that there are a couple kinds of shrimp that Bubba did not mention,
Bubba forgot.
like teppanyaki shrimp.
Teppanyaki shrimp.
And I don't think he did mention shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp cocktail.
That's about it.
We'll be thinking about it next time.
I do know my wife's favorite shrimp. If anybody ever wants to get her some shrimp,
Mhm.
it's coconut shrimp.
Shrimp?
With a sweet, what is that
Husband?
sweet red sauce?
Oh.
Husband.
It's like sweet and sour?
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds good.
with the little chili flakes in it.
Let's go get some lunch. Woo! All right, thanks, everybody. Well, I will look forward to talking to you next time. And what do you think of this?
Yeah, this was fun.
It was a lot of fun and yummy.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. I'm going to have another one. Bye.
All right, everybody. Peace out.